guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jun Han. Now today it's going to be a very exciting day, or I would say electrifying day, because I've collaborated with ZeroToSixtyGarage, which is a car dealership that's striving towards electrification, or in other words EV, electric vehicle, where he bring in cars like Teslas into the Malaysian market so that us Malaysians we have the opportunity to purchase them. Now I actually had a chat with the man himself, and all I can say, he's not just an ordinary person that actually sells cars. He's actually someone that's extremely passionate about EVs. So he's actually been in this EV industry for more than 7 years, back when EV was nothing. So yeah, you can expect that he actually owns a lot of EV vehicles as well. So he's very experienced. Now if you're very interested in purchasing an EV or Tesla, any of the Tesla, after this video, details will be down below. So you can actually choose any of the Tesla model lineup, even the Cybertruck. Yep, and then you let us know, choose the specification, choose the color, and then we actually import it for you. So yes, now back to the review. So here it is guys, the 2021 refreshed version Tesla Model 3 all-wheel drive, long-range version. First, let's talk about the name of this car, Tesla Model 3, how it came about. It has a pretty interesting story. So back then, Elon Musk actually wanted to name this car the Tesla Model E, but because Ford actually trademarked that name for their future electrifications of car, so they couldn't take that. So instead, they went for the Tesla Model 3. Now there's a reason for it, because if you look at the Tesla platform right now, you got the Tesla Model S, you got the Tesla Model 3, you got the Tesla Model X, and the Tesla Model Y. So if you add them up, you get the word sexy. So you can see the reason why they actually want E, but then instead they went for 3, but it's okay, it still looks the same as well. So yeah, this car has a very famous reputation as well, or very successful reputation. Number one, this car is actually currently the best-selling fully electric vehicle in the world, period. Number two, this car is the first ever fully electric vehicle to ever achieve the 1 million global sales milestone, which is pretty impressive. Number three, this car, back in 2016, when it was first unveiled, within the first week, just the first week, this car has 325,000 reservations. So that is equivalent to around 14 billion USD. That is absolutely crazy. And number four, this car is actually one of the safest cars in the world, because it managed to get 5-star crash rating for all the categories, which is very hard to get. Now the reason for that is because the battery is actually situated at the bottom of the car. So this car, for the chances of it to roll over, is less than 5% according to Tesla itself. And then the roof itself, fun fact, the roof is actually so strong that it can actually withstand the weight of 5 Model 3s. And number 5, this car, despite it being a Tesla, it is actually the most affordable version as compared to the other Tesla models. Now to give you some perspective, the Tesla Model S would cost you about $1 million ringgit. A Tesla Model X will cost you about $1.1 million ringgit. But for this, the Tesla Model 3, now the standard version, which is a standard range plus, will only cost you 400,000 ringgit. Now I say only because that's comparing with the Model S and the Model X. So this car actually has 3 different variants. The first one is the standard range plus, and then after that you have the long range version, which is this one, and then at the end you have the performance version. Now just to give you some performance statistics, so this car is as a dual motor, so one on the front axle, one on the rear axle, so to make this car all-wheel drive. So this car has 346 brake horsepower and 510 Newton meters of torque. So this car will go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 4.4 seconds. Now there's actually a software update you can upgrade. You can pay a bit more to upgrade. From 4.4, it goes all the way to 3.9 seconds. Now that's claimed. Someone actually did it, and it can actually go up to 3.6 seconds. Now that is definitely supercar territory with a Tesla. So yeah, this car does not have the looks, but then it performs as well as a supercar, which is very cool. Now let's talk about the styling of this car. So up front, you can see, you notice there are actually no grills in front, because this car does not need air to operate. There's no engine, so it's actually clean, it's very uncluttered. And then the lights as well, you can see it has this shape which makes the car look like as if it's frowning to give you the aggression. Very cool. And then now you head towards the side, you can notice these aero wheels, which look very futuristic. Now this wheel is actually a cover. You can actually open it up and show the actual spoke, which is very nice as well, I gotta say. And then this aero blade actually helps with the efficiency of the car. So it actually helps of up to 5 to 10%. That is a lot. And the tires as well, you can see this is the Michelin PS4, but it's not just any tire. This tire is actually specifically for the electric vehicle, for the Tesla, because this one, it has the acoustic technology. Because why they have this is because, let's say if you're into a normal internal combustion engine car, When you're driving, you can hear noise from the transmission, you can hear from the engine, from the exhaust, and all those actually covers the tire noise. But for Tesla, it's super quiet. So the only noise you can hear from will be the tires. That is why they actually specifically do it for an electric vehicle. So yeah, which is pretty cool. And then you come towards this side, you can see here you have the cameras on both sides. So this car actually has 8 cameras and 12 ultrasonic sensors all around. So that's to do with the autonomous and safety features, which I'll talk about it later. That's going to be very interesting. And also the refreshed version comes with this. You can see the window surrounds, everything that's chrome is actually de-chromed, even the door handle as well. So it gives you this very aggressive look. So here is where it houses the charging port. You just press here, it opens up, so you can charge here. So you got the Tesla emblem here, illuminated in blue, so when you're charging, it turns green. It's pretty cool. Now I tap here, it closes as well. Yep, just like that. I like how the way they are neatly integrated into the tail lights, so you won't know, you won't have something like a fuel cap right there. So yeah, it's very clean, very nice. And then, so here's the back. You can actually open the boot, press this, it opens up electronically. So yeah, it reveals a huge amount of space. It actually extends all the way inside, and you can even push the 2 seats down, so you can go all the way in front. You can put a very long stuff inside. And then here, there's actually more space inside. You open this up, it reveals the Tesla pack. So this one got all the charging stuff. And this is one very interesting thing about this is, you see, this one usually you slide around, right? But Tesla actually added Velcro behind, so it actually sticks on the surface of this so that it doesn't move around like that, which is very, very cool. And then this one, time to close it back down, just push it down. Okay, just like that. Close the boot. Very, very nice. And then another interesting thing will be the roof itself. Come have a look. So this roof, you can see, is actually glass, and it's not like a panoramic roof, which is from here to here only. This one runs across all the way from here, goes all the way in front. So that actually gives you a very airy feel, a sense of openness when you're inside. Okay, now to check out the interior. Before that, let me show you the car key, or I should say the key card. So Tesla actually do not have a car key. You either have this key card, or you can connect it to your phone, so your phone will essentially be your car key. So how you unlock is very cool. You can see here, you just tap here and it opens up, very cool. And then you push this and open up like that. So nothing beats Tesla when it comes to minimalism. Just have a look inside. You can see there are no buttons, there are no instrumental cluster. You can see even the aircon vents are neatly integrated into the design of the dashboard itself. Very cool. You can see center console, no buttons, everything is very uncluttered. It's very futuristic and clean. Yeah, so you can see the seats is very nice. It has a very premium feel. Yeah, and then you look here, inside here you got 2 cup holders, and here you got a huge amount of space which goes all the way inside. So this one you can close it, just tap, it closes. And then these 2 right here is actually wireless charging. You just put your phone there, it actually charges, and it's finished in this very nice material as well. Then you open up here, you can see, oops, there are a lot of food inside. So you close this up, and then let's check out the rear. Again, press this, open. Okay, so you can see, so this is the back seat. There's a lot of room as well. And then you can see, one good thing, because it's an electric car, it has a very flat panel. You don't have something sticking out there, which is very inconvenient for the middle person. And then here, you have the 2 aircon vents, and the middle person, if he's very tall, you can actually stick the feet inside. So yeah, that's very nice. Okay, to actually start the car, it's pretty cool. So you got this key card. Basically what you have to do is follow this instruction right here. So you just place it underneath here and press the brake. Okay, now the car is unlocked. Just like that. Very cool. Now let's talk what essentially is the mind or the brain of the car, which is this 15-inch display right here, because everything houses here. Now firstly, look at here, because my car here currently is blue, so this one follows exactly the same. So whether you can open the front, if you want, press here, you can open the trunk from here, you can lock, unlock, you can open the charging port, and see, if I were to signal, right, you can see it shows the live data as well, which is pretty cool. And then, okay, then here you got the GPS, which is extremely clear, you can see, and it's very, very smooth as well. Okay, then go for the driving controls. So from here, you got a lot of things you can play from. Firstly, the adjustments, the mirror. So if you want to adjust the side mirror, you have to control using this. So you go up and down, you adjust the side mirror. Go left and right, you adjust it, go left and right. That's very cool. And then another thing you can adjust from this knob as well, which is the steering wheel. So you click on the steering wheel. This one, if you have to zoom out, you see it goes down, goes up, whether you want it to go towards you, or you want to go back. Yeah, something only Tesla has, which is very cool. And then here you got all the window locks, you got the lightings, you got the locks, you got the display. Here, got the driving. So driving you can choose whether you want chill or standard. Now the difference is actually night and day, I've been told. Then you got the steering mode, so your comfort, standard, sport, the stopping mode. So creep means basically when you stop, you let go of your brakes, it actually goes forward a bit like normal cars. Roll as well. In terms of hold, means you stop the car, you let go of the brake, it still stops, which is very cool. And then you got the autopilot, so it's currently on beta form. You also have the full self-driving visualization preview, so you can set the speed limit and everything. So navigation, you got the safety, security, service, and software. Now the software is very, very cool for Tesla because Tesla has this over-the-air update software. So basically, every time there's an update, so what happens is there could be updates on more power. You get more power from the car, or the audio stereo, get 50% clearer audio and everything, and then the display changes. So a lot of people said the good thing about getting a Tesla is that you don't have to go to a workshop to upgrade stuff. Everything is on software and you can just go back. As long as it has Wi-Fi, you can update, and it essentially feels like you're having a new car again because everything changes the display. So that's a very cool thing about Tesla itself. Okay, to give you a few examples of the software update and what it actually changes. So you press on the release notes, it comes out with the history of the software updates. So you can see the current one is mobile app improvements. Previously, you got this cold weather improvements. So this one's for cold weather, improve the audio system, got new language, got car wash mode, mirror, auto dim, dashcam improvement, range display. So yeah, there are a lot of things. New games, new Tesla power coordination. Yeah, there are a lot of things. So yeah, this only Tesla has this currently because this over the air update is something very, very futuristic, and it's something very, very cool to have it in your car. So yeah, you always have new things to play with. And then here you got a glove box. You open, it opens the glove box. Very cool. Okay, then here you got music. So here you have the camera. So you got a rear view camera, which is very clear. And then here you got the two side cameras below the side mirror. So this is for the blind spot, very clear as well. And then here you got a wiper. Okay, then here you got aircon, which is very, very cool as you can see. So here, let's say if I increase the speed, and then this one you can adjust how you want the flow to be. Like I said, it's integrated neatly into the dashboard itself, so you don't have all those vents exposed. It's all very beautifully designed, so it's all one line all across. So here you can adjust whether you want the air to come out from there, you want to split it up, you want to close it, go up and down, which is very, very, very cool. Now you click on this. So here you have a few selections to choose from. So firstly, the most interesting one will be the toy box. So you have to click on it, so you can see you got a lot of things to play from. So one is emission, so you click on it. I like how they call it emission because when you fart, it comes out with gas. Press on here, it actually farts. It's very, very funny. So you can have passenger seat inside. When you sit on a seat, they'll fart. So yeah, and the funny thing about this is you can also choose what fart song you want. So let's say you could boring fart. So that's how boring fart sounds like. I'm so random. Yeah, a lot of things to choose from, so it's pretty random, but it's cool to have it. And then this one, tracks, so basically it's like a game, you like O2 Jam like that. And then here you got romance, so let's say you get cozy, you press, what happens is the screen becomes like that. Wow, it's very nice. And then actually it blows warm air out, so to give you the very romantic feel, which is very cool. After that, you click, here you got a sketch pad, so you can sketch whatever you want. And then this one is pretty cool, Mars. So once you press this, basically your display will change to you're in Mars. So you see, that's the rover. Very, very cool. Here you got Santa. So what happens is you click. Yeah, actually when you're driving, the roads, everything actually turns into like a Santa Claus land. It's like Christmas. The music also changes. Yeah, very cool. And then here you got rainbow road. So when you're driving, if you pull down the gear lever 4 times, it turns into a rainbow road and it gives you music as well. So here you got entertainment. You click on it. So you've got a lot of games to choose from, to play with. So yes, you can actually play games in your car, which is pretty cool. Now one of the famous game will be this one, the beach buggy racing. So you click on it. So you actually use your steering wheel to control the car inside, and you use your brakes as well to brake. So which is very, very, very interesting. Yep, like I said, only Tesla has all this. So last time there were only a few games, but because there's new software update, so a lot of games to play from now, which is very cool. And then you have charging. So here you can see now it's currently at 74%. You look up here, Now this one is a new update as well. You can choose whether you want it to show in percentage, or you click on it, or you want to show it in kilometers. So for 75%, you have 400 kilometers, which is a lot for an electric car. Go back to charging. So this one, you can set limit. So let's say if you are driving it for daily use, usually you put the limit here because you don't want to always overcharge to 100%, because usually for cars like this, you want to charge until 80% so that it keeps the battery safe. But then let's say if you're going to a very long road trip, that's when you usually put to the max, so you get a full 100%, which is very cool. So I'm currently driving the Tesla Model 3 now. One thing for sure you can see, it feels very futuristic because there's no buttons, no nothing everywhere. There's not even an instrumental cluster in front of you. It's just the steering wheel and the display right here, the 15-inch display. So everything here is very quiet. There's no noise, no whatsoever. So yeah, and then one thing I love about this car is because you don't have to use the brakes, because this car has regenerative braking. So basically what happens is when you are driving, when you let go the accelerator, what happens is it automatically brakes for you. So basically the motor, it actually changes into a dynamo, so it slows down and then it recharges your battery, so you don't ever need to touch the brake pedal, which is very cool. In terms of the sitting position as well, you can see, because this car, if you notice, at the bottom of the base of the car actually has a battery underneath, so that actually raises up the sitting position. But still, the way you're sitting now is actually pretty low, very sporty, and you have a very good visibility out in front because there's no engine in front, so the hood can actually go very low down, so you have a very good visibility on the road. You have a very nice view everywhere. On top here you can see it's all very airy. It's very nice. Yeah, it's just a very comfortable place to be in. Now, one very interesting feature about this car, if you look here, you can see there's one red light there on top right there. So here also got, when this one turns green, means that one turns green. Then you can see there's two motor in front. You look in front, there's two motor. On the left, there's two cars. There's actually two cars. So this one shows you the live display of what's currently going on right now. So even the speed limit, everything it tells you, which is very cool. Let's say if there's a cone, they will know as well. Even if the cars, if there's different size, it also shows as well, which is very interesting, very innovative as well. Currently I'm at a traffic light right now, so there are actually a lot of motorbikes around me. So if you see here, you can see how many motorbikes are there right now. You can see traffic light as well. See, traffic light turned green, the light is green. Yeah, very cool. If you're given a chance to choose between the M3, the C63 AMG, or this car, now I know 80% of you guys would definitely choose the C63 or M3 because it has more power. I mean, it sounds better, it's nicer, it looks everything, but that is because I feel Malaysia, they don't have a lot of Tesla here, so we don't have the opportunity to actually drive them. Because this car, initially I was thinking the same thing as well, like M3 and C63 is better because it's got exhaust and everything. It's not that quiet, it's very loud. But after driving this, I can say it actually totally changed my mind. So the only way you can change your mind is if you're given a chance to drive a Tesla. Once you drive it, you'll totally change your mind regarding it. It's not just a thing that is very boring, it's very quiet. Yeah, it's something definitely next level, and it's something the future is going to hold because it's very innovative. The way everything here works, yep, it's very comfortable. It has the power of it. And then in terms of the tax as well, this one got tax exemption. So the C63 is 4 litre, the road tax is around 6,000. Whereas for this, it's zero. It's free because it's zero emission and everything. So yeah, one of the other reasons why you should get a EV is because this car is zero emission, so it's very friendly to Mother Nature. So because nowadays in Malaysia and everywhere around the world, there's a lot of pollution. So this car is very friendly. And then if you were to compare, let's say the BMW M3 and C63, so that one, let's say if you want to upgrade, you have to go to a workshop and do everything and spend a lot of money. Whereas for this, all you got to do is go inside the software and press on the software upgrade. You press the boost, so you pay for a small amount of price, and your car becomes much faster. So it actually enters the supercar territory, so 0 to 100 in around 3.6 seconds. So that is very convenient for you. Maintenance wise, this car, because it does not have an engine, does not have a gearbox and everything, so it does not have a lot of mechanical parts. All it has is just a motor, a battery, and all the wear and tear parts. So basically this car actually, once you buy it, you only pay one time. You don't have to really maintain anything because everything you just paid once, and everything is actually okay, the only thing you have to do is the wear and tear. So let's say alignment balancing, change tire, that's it. Even the brakes, you don't really have to change for a long period of time because this car has regenerative braking. If you want to compare which one is cooler, Tesla is definitely much cooler because Tesla currently in Malaysia, there's only about 50. So yeah, it's very rare. It's even rarer than those cars like Lamborghini and all those. So yeah, this car definitely stands out a lot. So I noticed when this car, when it's driving around, right, people actually take photos because this car is so rare. You can't really see it around in Malaysia, in KL. So yeah, this is actually one of the good thing about this car. It's very unique and very rare. Now we're back in base. So if you want to make a change, get an EV, especially a Tesla, because Tesla gives you a lot of fun in terms of performance and in terms of the technology also. Because this one you definitely won't get bored because every time there's a new software update, you get new games, you get new features and new everything. So every time you enter, it feels like you're in a new car every time you update. So yeah, best of both worlds. So you got a good fun from the technology, you also got a good fun from the acceleration because this car also accelerates like mad. So yeah, it definitely gives you one of a lifetime memory. So yeah, that's about it for the review of the Tesla Model 3. Now if you're really interested in purchasing a Tesla, good news for you, now's the best time to buy because after the 2022 announcement, the incentives, so to give you some perspective, this car is cost you about 450,000, so this is the long range version. The standard version is about 400,000. So after the incentives, the standard range will actually drop from 400 to around 300,000 plus. So actually now is the best time to buy. Now and the coming 2 years is the best time to buy an EV. So it's very good because you get zero road tax, you get tax exemption for all the tax, you got no maintenance because there's no engine, there's no whatsoever, you get all the latest upgrades, and when you drive this, it makes you feel very futuristic. Everything is all about technology. Do check out ZeroToSixtyGarage on Instagram for the latest updates, and if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask me or PM them as well. So yeah, with that said, I shall catch you guys next time. Bye.